Most people think you need a large paycheck or rich parents to become a millionaire, so they never even try to build wealth in the first place. I've audited hundreds of real financial situations from our live shows. People earning the same amount can end up in completely different places financially. So in this video, I'll show you the 4 financial stats you need to level up to become a millionaire, even if you don't make $200,000 a year, and even if your family isn't rich. Stat number 1 is money awareness. I've audited hundreds of real budgets on our live streams, and the most common problem is that people have no idea where their money goes. Then they feel frustrated and surprised when there's barely anything left in their checking account at the end of the month. And instead of making up stories, let me show you one. So would you say you have around $1,800 left over? Does that sound about right?
I'll be honest, I kind of don't know where all my money goes every month.
Okay.
Because it's I would assume that sounds like a good number, but every month I'm kind of upside down. I'm in the negatives or overdrafted or something. So I think my spending is an issue because I haven't been allocating anything towards savings.
She earns $86,000 a year, and most people would assume, yeah, she's probably doing fine, right? No, she felt stressed, overwhelmed, and had no idea where her paycheck was disappearing to. But once we walked through her numbers together, she finally had a system she could trust. Now compare that with Sydney. Let's start with the basics here. How much are you making each month, Sydney?
About $4,700.
What are you doing for work?
I'm a registered nurse. I actually have 2 jobs.
Do you have any debt?
Nope. I paid off all my loans about a year after I got my first job.
How about expenses? What does it cost you to live?
I would probably say maybe $1,000.
Well, let's talk about savings. How much you got?
In total, I have $60.4K.
$60,400 in savings and just cash.
I have it split into 3 high yield savings accounts. So the first one is my goal account. That's the account that I also use to pay off my student loans. Eventually I do want to buy a house. Second one is my emergency fund. And then I just made a third one just for I don't know, just for money, just in case, I guess. Emergency fund of the emergency fund, I guess.
So she earns less than the previous caller, yet she can immediately tell us how much she has in savings, where every dollar is stored, and has separate savings buckets for her goals. This is what's putting her on a clear path to becoming a millionaire, not a bigger paycheck. So to level up this stat, open a spreadsheet, write down your monthly take-home pay, list every recurring expense, and subtract the 2. If the number is small or negative, that is totally fine. We're just trying to look at the scoreboard here, right? Now, I highly suggest, please, automate the process with some kind of budgeting app that connects to your bank accounts, credit cards, and so forth. The one we use is linked down below. Stat number 2 is automating your investments immediately. Once you know where your money is going, the next step is getting it working for you. If your money just sits in a checking account or even in a, high yield savings account, which we love, it slowly loses buying power over time due to inflation, instead of making you money while you sleep. For example, if you invest $8 a day into a simple S&P 500 index fund starting at age 25, earning an average annual return of 10%, you end up with over $1.3 million by age 65. Now wait just 10 years and your returns are nerfed to under $500,000. That gap is caused by just time, and it's the part most people underestimate. Now it's okay if you can't invest hundreds of dollars each month. Start with $50 or whatever is most comfortable. The exact number matters less than getting started, and it's just seeing that money leave your account. The real wealth killer here is not starting at all. But the second part of this stat is equally, if not more important, and that's automation. So most people try to invest whatever's left over at the end of the month. Problem is, there usually isn't anything left, even if you make good money. So don't rely on memory or, motivation. You set up automatic investing on payday so the money moves before you can spend it. That's what removes emotions and decision-making from the equation. So when I first started investing, I was waiting around for the best day to invest, or, I just got lazy. Guys, this mistake cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars. Unfortunately, the best time to invest was yesterday, but today is the next best day. Oh, and if your employer offers a 401k match, you take it. That's free money that's gonna help you get to millionaire status sooner, unless you ignore this next stat. Staying invested. Most people kill their progress because they stop investing, and the pattern, guys, is pretty much always the same. The market drops, their account goes down in value, and they assume something is wrong, especially when they see the news blowing up, their broke friends and uncles are telling them to sell, so they pause contributions, or worse, pull money out. Logically, it feels like the right thing to do, but unfortunately, this is a costly mistake. I see it too often. Markets, unfortunately, don't go up in a straight line. They go up, they go down some more, they go down some more, and then eventually they shoot up and beat records. Most long-term growth happens after the worst periods when it feels so difficult to stay in. So just power through it, guys. Here's what that looks like in real life.
Essentially, I'm sitting on a good amount of cash right now, and I think the market's kind of at an all-time high. Like normally I would fully put the money into the market, but I just feel like it's completely overvalued on pretty much every metric you look at.
This is the oldest story in the book, okay? No one knows when the next crash or recession will hit, or even when, Grand Theft Auto 6 is actually coming out for PC. This person will likely lose out on hundreds of thousands, if not millions, over his lifetime. Guys, wealth is built by staying in long enough for compounding to do its magic. The people who end up ahead are people like Sydney, who keep investing even while feeling the opposite. This is why automation from stat 2 only works if you do not interrupt it. And stat number 4 is increasing income while controlling lifestyle creep. Once you have awareness, investing, and consistency in place, the only way to accelerate wealth is to feed this new money-making machine more money. So it's interesting. Most people have a limiting belief that their current income is endgame. So they wait for raises instead of being intentional. But income is something you actively have to seek out. You negotiate every job offer. You go after promotions instead of waiting for senpai to notice you. You switch jobs when growth stalls, and you learn skills that increase your value in the market. All right, story time. So my first job out of college paid $53,000 per year. I negotiated up from $48,000, and I was so disappointed because engineering was such a hard major. I thought I deserved to be making 6 figures straight out of college. I was quite entitled back then. But over the years, I took this advice and grew my income to $250,000 per year before I left corporate. Now, this takes time and effort, yes, but we're not trying to grind our lives away forever, right? We're trying to build momentum the same way you accelerate when you take an on-ramp to a freeway. But once you're cruising, it requires less effort to maintain that speed. TLDR, be frugal at the beginning of the game so you can thrive for the rest of it. But here's the common trap. The second your income goes up, your brain starts trying to look like your income also went up, right? New car, maybe a larger apartment, and other wealth killers like this. Yet, here's the thing, it's really hard because people around you are gonna be doing this and you're gonna feel left out. So just try to fight it. But here's the truth, guys. No one gives a shit. No one cares, okay? Everyone's too focused on their own lives. And if someone is judging you on surface level bullshit like cars and stuff like that, those are people you don't want in your lives, and definitely people you don't want influencing your money decisions. So every time you make more money, avoid upgrading your life in proportion, okay? At least half of any increase goes straight into investing and savings before you touch anything else. But the rest, spend it, guys. You gotta enjoy yourselves while you're young. Do not wait until you're 65 and rotting. Just spend money and have fun. And guys, the reason why we want to do this is because raises can disappear the same way every time. Nicer car, bigger apartment, luxury trips, just this once upgrades until your new normal eats the entire raise. And to raise your financial literacy, like this video, subscribe, and watch this video next.